Morning guys, thanks for tuning in for another video. We're currently now in the Northern Territory, but we've spent the last 6 months in WA, and what a 6 months it was. As the title of this video suggests, if you're going to go to WA and fish, you got to watch this video. We've got like about 100 gig of unused footage, I reckon, and that's everything from catching southern bluefin tuna down south in Margaret River to Marlin off at Exmouth coast to big nana guy in the Pilbara. So there's heaps there. We've got some really cool footage to show you.
So before we get started on the action, grab a beer, grab a tea, grab a coffee, grab whatever, sit back and see the fun we got up to in WA.
Thanks legends. If you guys like our videos and you like what we do, if you could subscribe, that would be unreal. We're getting kind of close to actually making some money off YouTube, which just means we can fish more and burn more fuel. So we've got enough watch time hours, but we don't have enough subscribers to hit that the payment part of it. So yeah, if you like our videos and you haven't subscribed yet, that would be really, really good if you could do it for us. WA was easily one of the highlights for us. We thought we'd be there for a couple of months and we spent 6 months there. We're currently working in Darwin, and the plan is just to work, save up some money and literally get straight back over there
to WA
and do the same thing again next year. We're really keen to help you guys out. If anyone's in WA at the moment and fishing the areas that we've been to, send us a message on Instagram. Love to point you in the right direction, give you some GPS marks, and help you out. We had heaps of people be really generous with us with their time and their knowledge, so it'd be cool for us to give back a little bit. So yeah, if you're over there and you want some info, shoot us a message on Instagram.
Our first taste of fishing in Western Australia was Esperance. Known for its stunning beaches, we had high hopes for its fishing opportunities. Given the size of our boat and the weather we faced, we were essentially confined to fishing in the harbour, which provided us with a few good squidding sessions. We spent our time here mostly chasing waves and wind, doing our best to dodge the great whites. We plan to come back here next year and experience the offshore fishing, as we've heard is amazing. The Margaret River region really surprised us as a fishing destination. We had initially thought that we'd be focusing most of our time on surfing and kite surfing. However, we had some amazing fishing both on and under the water. The highlights for us here were the cray diving and the cheeky run of small southern bluefin tuna. Getting offshore in the tinny on this coast really boosted our confidence and just proved how capable our little rooftop tinny really was offshore. We love all that Margs had to offer and will certainly be back next year. Our next long stint of fishing was in the incredible Shark Bay. This place is genuinely fishing paradise. We camped at Big Lagoon for a week and got dialed in on the local black snapper population. This is one of my favourite styles of fishing, light gear and shallow water, and those black snapper go hard. We love Shark Bay and we will have to return next year. The offshore waters around Shark Bay and Dirt Hartog Island are pristine and untouched and offer some of Australia's best fishing. Our next location is tough to beat. When I was 13 years old, my best mate went on a family holiday to this place, and since the day he got back, it's had free real estate in my head, and for the last 15 years, I've consistently said I cannot wait to get to this place. It's always been a surf destination for me, but when we got there, we found out the fishing was exceptional. This was our first taste of proper WA topwater fishing, and it started a very unhealthy addiction for Jack and I. If you know this place, you know. Waves, big mackies, amazing sunsets, and some of the best people you'll meet in Australia. It was at this point of our trip we decided to start making an effort to film more of our fishing endeavours, in hope to share with friends and family back home in Victoria. Nalu Station and Morris Station ticked all the boxes for us. Awesome fishing, diving, and plenty of waves, and also the odd windy day to get the kites out. Bringing our kite gear on this trip has provided us something to do when most are packed up back at camp hiding from the wind. We started to push wider in the Tuna over the next few weeks. I had decided that I wanted to tick off a big yellowfin tuna in the Tuna, and we started covering up to 50 to 60 kilometres per day, looking for these brutes of a fish. From Morris Station, we keep heading up the coast to the famous South Lefroy. Within an hour of arriving, the wind had dropped and we couldn't get the boat in the water quick enough. What happened over the next 2 months on this 10k stretch of coastline is something we will never forget. The fishing, the waves, the wind, the diving, and the people made this easily our highlight of Western Australia. South Lefroy, Point Billy, North Lefroy and Windadabandi have to be Australia's best campsites for ocean lovers. We made quite a few videos already of our time on the Exmouth coast. This session of big yellowfin tuna Jack and I had was epic, and you can watch that in another video. But the quest for our first marlin is something we have not yet shared. Please enjoy this roller coaster of emotions as we are chasing a marlin out of a 3.7 metre car topper tinny.
Oh, it's still out of the boat. It's a marlin! Marlin! We're tangled, Jack. No, you're right. Don't panic. Chill.
As you can hear from the excitement, this was our first marlin we hooked after seeing a few in the last few days. Unfortunately for us, this was one of many lost fish. Some pulling the hooks after seconds, others pulling the hooks after minutes. The next day we had an absolute glamour day of weather, and amazingly we got another chance at a marlin.
Got full lock on it, and we just had colour before, and then I reckon it took us out another 50 metres. It's a big animal. I only saw its head come up in the lures. Big.
After a very tense 30 minutes, we finally had the fish boat side. What happened next was just unbelievable. This fish just did not want to give up. I didn't have any gloves on, and it was not fun for me or the fish.
Alright, I've got ya.
Out of gear. After a couple of days of trying for a marlin, we finally got our marlin. It's pretty big, maybe like 50, 60 kilos.
Yeah, it was
We got a
huge.
measurement on the boat, so we'll find out, but our boat's 3.7 metres and it was up to the second seat, so it was well over 2 and a bit metres long. We got it, it's so funny, I've got all my expensive tuna skirts like Bonds and JB and all these super expensive lures. We've lost them all to sharks. And I just ran this Richter lure, which is like a $50 lure, on a stiff rig with wire, and that's what we got our fish on a 10,000 Saragossa. Had it fully locked, fish was down deep for like 15 minutes, couldn't move it. It was chaos. When we got the fish to the boat, I don't know if you can see my hands. I didn't have my glove, so my hands just got absolutely rinsed by this marlin. You'll see in the footage, but I was not letting it go. There was no chance. It was so sick. So we're stoked.
We've done it.
Jack was on the rod for about 10 minutes and was gonna go in over the side. So we did a swap. Jack drove. We're stoked.
So cool. Coolest fish we've got, for sure.
I need new hands.
For the next few weeks, whenever the weather allowed, we were out chasing marlin. There's no other place in Australia where you can catch these amazing fish in a carp opportunity only 5 to 10 kilometres off the coast in the continental shelf. It is a seriously impressive fishery and one we can't wait to get back to next year. Leaving the Ningaloo coast was no easy task, but like many places in West Oz, we were really surprised by the little camping and fishing area we stumbled across called Cape Keruaden. We have a video of what we got up to whilst we were at Cape Keruaden, and it has had more than double the amount of views than any of our other videos. Definitely worth a look if you're keen. Our next stop was Broome, and it's no secret that Broome has so much to offer. We love camping at Bard Creek, and I caught my first ever barramundi. Gotta start somewhere. We had a sick few days here with good mates. Enjoy these clips from our time here.
Is it? Oh, James!
First ever barra, my first one.
Wow! Give us something good. Whoa, that is cool. Whoa, that is sick. That's sick.
First ever diamond trevally. Really wanted one of these. Kind of forgot they existed until about a minute ago.
Such a cool fish. Off you go, buddy. Those fins at the top are crazy.
Whoa.
From Broome, we hit the Gibb River Road. For the first week, the boat had a well-deserved rest, taking in the sights from the safety of the boat rack. However, once we made it out to Columbaroo and McGowan Island, we were back doing what we do best. Massive days on the water and targeting as many different fish species as possible. We made a few videos of our time at McGowan Island, which are definitely worth a watch if you're keen. The great thing about this place is that in a single day, you could bottom fish for big goldens and nannies, troll for big pelagics, and then have an incredible arvo session in the mangroves, chasing all kinds of estuary species. We spent 5 days at McGowan Island, but we would have spent 20 if we could. Another must-do on the west coast. The end of the Gibb also meant the end of our time in West Oz. Everything about this place will have us reminiscing for years to come. The fishing, the waves, the wind, the water were all that we'd hoped for and more, but it was the friends we found and the memories we shared that is what made this 6 months so special. Western Australia will be back to do it all again next year, with a good crew, more cold beers, more fuel to burn, more tackle to donate to sharks, and hopefully a bigger boat. Cheers, legends. Let us know what you think in the comments, and pretty please subscribe.